Good morning, day 2. It is now 6 o'clock. We're waking up. This is our room. Nice and cozy. But I'm getting ready. We are going to go get some breakfast and a small pot of tea. So that's always good. It is, I think it said 2 degrees outside, but it's gonna get way warmer. We're gonna leave for the hike in about an hour. We have one hell of a day today. We're gonna walk about 11 kilometers and climb, I think, was it 800 meters worth of elevation today. So it's gonna be rough, but today's gonna be, I think, one of the longest days throughout the trek. And then we have a resting day in Namche, so that's gonna come in handy. We're excited. All right, good morning. We are officially out and the views are amazing. Very Yosemite vibe, but it is a beautiful, beautiful day. It is slightly chilly, but it's gonna get way warmer. We actually got some news about maybe some rain. Hopefully it won't hit us. Wow, but we are off to Namche. So like I said this morning, we're gonna be walking about 11 kilometers today with an elevation of total of 800 meters. So it's not an easy day. We're gonna take it slow, or slower than yesterday, and hope for the best. We're gonna see some cool crossings today and enjoy it. All right, we'll show you the way. So we're not even out the first village and we already have beautiful, beautiful views of the river and a nearby village. Unbelievable. People actually live here. It's crazy. So beautiful. Wow. Just wow. All right, so we got to our first crossing. Pretty scary. Suspension bridge over a gushing river. You can feel every step of the way. Very bouncy, but it's all part of the experience. Whoa! Holy crap! Ah, amazing! Holy crap! Wow! Unbelievable. All right, so we're midway. Well, not really midway. We're only after 2.5 kilometers, and we could already see our first peak of this hike. Beautiful snowy peak. Unbelievable. Underneath a gushing river. It is very hot. We're sweating like crazy, but it's still so beautiful. So beautiful. Unbelievable. Wow. First snowy peak. So after a short break of putting sunscreen and sunglasses and our hats, we continue on and we see this beautiful thing. Wow, this guy's a genius. Wow, so pretty. And the journey continues. All right, so we are now crossing the second bridge of the day. I have some dogs with me, really cute. This is the second bridge. Let's see, up the mountains. You could definitely feel the elevation, slightly getting harder to breathe, but still fun, still cool, and we're only on our second day. So it's only getting harder from here, but it is awesome. Look at that. Unbelievable. We got the dog kind of stuck in the middle of the way. Not sure what he wants to do. He's a cutie. Guys, I just wanted to show you what a porter looks like on Mount Everest. It's insane. They're like half my size, carrying at least 3, if not 4 times more the weight we do. And they do it every single week, month, call it whatever you want, but they're very, very strong. Unbelievable. It's like
I can't imagine. I'm struggling with my bag, and they're carrying 4 times more, and they're running it. Wow. So something you see a lot on the mountain is donkey traffic. A lot of donkeys, a lot of yaks, cows sometimes. Happens a lot, and they create traffic because you can't cross. So it's really funny. Ooh, one more. There you go. All right, so we're taking a break, a much needed break, and snacking. Oh, wow. Okay. And okay. Our food is frozen. It is pretty cold. And we have some more donkey traffic along the way. So we are taking a very well needed break. We're about halfway to Namche. It took us 2 hours to get here, so we did it in a pretty impressive time. But from here on out, it's gonna be steep climb. So we're gonna probably lower it down a bit. I think it's gonna take us 3 hours probably. If it took us 2 hours to get here, probably 3 hours to get to Namche, where we'll have a well-deserved lunch and rest for 2 days to get used to the altitude. We're excited. Okay, so something important to remember. The Everest, the whole mountain range, is on the border with China, Tibet, depending who you ask, but it's mostly Chinese. So the security on this, on the road, like on the way, is pretty heavy. There's a lot of military personnel here, mostly checking for drones, spy equipment, all kinds of stuff like that. So we had to open all our bags to make sure we are not carrying any surveillance equipment, register a few times. They take it very seriously because they don't want to have any issues with the Chinese. So yeah, that's actually quite interesting, the amount of security on the way. All right, so we're in the final stretch, the final and hardest stretch. We are right before the major climb to Namche. It is going to be 660 meters of elevation in one climb. I'm not sure we're able to see it on the camera, but we're going to be on top of that mountain, so even further than that. There's a lot of suspension bridges. It's steep. It is very steep. Probably one of the hardest climbs in this trek. So next time we speak, we're going to be in, hopefully, Namche. Whew. I'm excited and also terrified. Wow. All right, so we are so out of breath and we didn't even scratch the surface. It is so hard, but we just arrived to our first viewpoint of the valley. Now let's see it. Up there where the clouds are, there's a really beautiful white snowy peak. I'm not sure if you could actually see it on the camera, but it's beautiful and you can see the whole valley. It's hard. Supposedly next viewing point is to Mount Everest itself. Of course, depending on the clouds. Damn, I'm so out of breath. But I'm waiting to see how we can see there the view. See you there. All right, so we arrived to the Everest viewpoint. Now, something that apparently happened recently is a lot of trees grew here. So even if there's no clouds, you can barely see it. But I'm not sure if we could see it on the camera. Probably but not. Let's see. There is like this small window where you could get a glimpse right in the middle. Probably can't see it. It's a shame though. Where we could see the peak of Mount Everest. And that is pretty freaking awesome. So we're gonna catch our breath, enjoy the view a bit more, and then continue.
Head to the top, you know?
Yeah, continue on to Namche. You could feel the height. Damn. Whew. All right, let's try to catch our breath. We finally made it to Namche. Woo.
Oh, that's
Namche. We are so out of breath and starving. So we're going to find a place to sleep and eat and take a shower. Wow, it's good to be here. 6 hours of hiking. Overall, 600 meters of elevation and a whole lot of stairs. Wow. All right, let's find somewhere nice to put our bags. Whew, it's hard to breathe. All right, so after a much needed shower and dal bhat for lunch. Dal bhat is rice and like a lentil curry kind of vibe, and it's endless, so you could eat as much as you want. So we needed that a lot, and just, you know, getting ready and catching our breath, we found this beautiful little bakery with
cheers.
cinnamon bun, and I got cookies, much needed energy. And so we're gonna spend 2 days here in Namche because we need this extra day to get used to the altitude. So it's very important not to jump from village to village when you get up in the higher in the height, because the oxygen really decreases. So it's really important to let your body rest and get used to the new altitude, and then you climb another village. So we're gonna pretty much dial it down every 2 days. We're gonna take an acclimation day, something like that. So until we get used to it, and then we start going down. So then it's okay. Good trick though is what I'm gonna do after is I'm gonna go up an extra 100 meters today, sit there for like 30 minutes or an hour, so to kind of like push my body a little bit more, and then when I come down it is way better. So that's what I'm gonna do after I finish at least a few cookies. And for dinner we're gonna have soup, really warm and good soup, and then we're gonna go to the only Irish pub in the whole Everest National Park. So that's gonna be interesting. Luckily we're not trekking tomorrow, so if a little hangover comes upon us, we'll be okay. So that's our plan for today, and we'll take it easy. So yeah, I'm okay now, so I'm happy. So we're resting and eating, and that's what's important. You could feel the height. You could feel the height, definitely. But this is the view. This is Namche and the huge mountain in front of us. So there's a huge cliff right in the edge of Namche, all the way down about 600 meters, and then it goes all the way up to this behemoth of a mountain right over here. But this is Namche. This is probably the most developed city / village in this national park, the Everest National Park. It is kind of like the meeting point of everyone, because there's about I would say over 10 different ways to do this. I mean, even if not more, I mean possibly even more, to do this, like, you know, Everest National Park. You have the 3 passes is what we're doing. You could go straight to base camp. You could do it like flank it from the east, flank it from the west. And I'm not even including like all kinds of side tracks, and there's like so many other beautiful peaks in this national park. And of course you have helicopter tours and all kinds of stuff like that. So there's a whole lot of different ways to do this, but all roads lead to Namche. That's the key part. All roads lead to Namche. Everyone has to come here. So this is like the meeting point of everyone. And pretty much after Namche, everyone goes their separate way. We're gonna go east and then flank the base camp from the east, and then come down from the west. Some people that are not doing the 3 passes are gonna pretty much go straight up, like straight. I mean, a little bit to the east, and then they're gonna cut straight up to the north, like due north. Some people are gonna go to Gokyo, where we're gonna be there towards the end. Some people like to start there, and actually, we found out today that some people just go just to there. They don't even want to go to the base camp. They just want to go to Gokyo, because there's a beautiful lake there. So some people are gonna go west to Gokyo. So that's what we're gonna do. We are gonna stay here, like I said, for 2 days as acclimation days for the height, and we just had some cookies. I'm feeling good. Mostly now in the elevation, I'm gonna stay here for a few minutes, then go down. It should be okay. So I think we're gonna call it a night. We are gonna have dinner and then go to the Irish pub, but not sure there's too many things to see there. So we'll probably talk tomorrow.